This is Persiferous,
That's J-Wall.
here with you guys on this fine day for Cube League. We're in Season 5, Week 2. We're following Yaoza today. He is going to be our feature drafter. Looks like he's counting out his packs here as we're getting ready to open up Pack 1.
My goal tonight is to see how many Yaoza puns I can make within this draft and within this gameplay.
Okay. I think that's going to be a fine choice of puns to try to make. So,
Looks like we're counting packs.
yeah, we're counting packs, making sure that we got cards, and it looks like Super Urlot's sitting across from him, sitting there rolling them dice like he's he's trying to trade packs too. Look at him. I think he found somebody down there. He's going to trade a rando pack.
That's the most Cerebral thing ever.
Yeah, he's going to go play the casinos and roll some dice and all that. All right, so here's pack 1. Looks like very first pack has a smuggler's copter in it.
I'm looking at Smuggler's Copter and Eternal Witness already off the bat.
And Colligan's Command too. There's a lot of strong cards in this pack. There's a Damnation. There's a Time Vault. Looks like a Doom Whisperer. Yep. And another Nissa. The Golgari Nissa.
So in this pack, I think I see him looking at Time Vault. It does. Now this is a powered cube. I know that.
Yep.
So Manifold Key is in here.
Yep. And Kior's Followers in here.
So he has all of the...
There are ways to untap it and go ham.
So I think with this, you're either taking Time Vault or Smuggler's Copter.
I think so too. I think Time Vault or Smuggler's Copter. For me personally, knowing that Yaoza likes to draft those aggro style decks, I think Smugs might be the pick. But it looks like he's really having a hard time thinking about this Time Vault.
And I've actually played the new Nissa. I've actually played her in a draft setting, and it was very good.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
that's a card to be looking at later on.
So Time Vault's going to be the pick here. Hopefully he can find some ways to untap it.
Hopefully. That's the dream. When you take Time Vault, that's what you're looking for.
Absolutely. So.
Oh, Croxa. Well.
Elspeth. Jace. Generous Gift. Generous Gift is a fine piece of removal.
You do know how much I love Croxa?
I know how much you love Croxa.
That is, that's one of my favorite. Elspeth.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, you can't fault him.
Elspeth's going to be the pick.
This
here.
card just wins games.
Yeah, you get a Elspeth on the battlefield, you start making tokens, or you destroy something and make your opponent. What just happened there? Did he just pass that?
I think he just put Elspeth back in the pack accidentally.
I think he did. We're going to have to get somebody down there to get that straightened out. But for now, we're going to be here in Pack 3. Looks like Lyra's going to be the choice. We did have a couple other cards that were in there that were pretty nice, but it looks like he's going with Lyra.
I mean, this would be a great start to a draft, depending on how the Elspeth Sun champion situation
pans out.
Yeah.
It really would.
Oh,
Especially
Thalia.
with the Thalia.
Wow. The issue is Elspeth's such a powerful card.
Mangara.
Oh, Mangara. I say, if we can't get that Elspeth in time, I'm not sure what we're going to do, because that's a powerful card and someone else is going to take it.
Yeah, I think if the Elspeth doesn't get taken in time, we'll have to move from there. We'll have to figure out what's going on with it, see what the rolling down on the floor is.
But you definitely take Thalia.
Looks like he's taking Thalia. Thalia is a fantastic card in this cube.
A fine addition. I mean, because, like I've said before, I'm a big fan of Mom, Thalia. 1, 2, 3. Curve it out. Let's get going.
Yeah. Especially in a good mono white deck.
Good mono white, yes.
Mom, Thalia. That sounds disgusting. That sounds like your opponent just goes scoop.
Yeah, they should. They should. Especially when you face a control player. They pretty much just go, yeah, I can't beat this.
Yeah. I can understand that.
And he's looking at his 3 cards. Is he realizing?
I don't think he is.
Is he realizing, wait a minute, I'm missing an Elspeth?
I don't think he is. I think he's...
I mean, those are good cards. Those are great cards. That's a good start.
It's a very fine start, yes.
I mean, and the great thing about like the Time Vault pick 1 is even if you don't find any kind of combo pieces with it, you know that you don't have to worry about it now.
Right. I was
Because
kinda
getting
thinking
locked
the
out of the
same thing.
game via Time Vault and any combo piece, that's just heartening. You're like, I lost because I got locked out of the game.
Yep.
I'm never taking another turn.
Yep. Yeah, you got to make sure that you take those fine artifact removal cards in
Yes.
the Kitten Cube.
Because this kitten bites hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember the first pack I opened of the Kitten Cube. I was staring at a Mox Sapphire and a Mox Ruby, and my person sitting across from me, who I was passing to, was very surprised when he opened up his pick 2
And he saw Mox.
Mox Ruby, and he looked at me and said, "What are you doing?"
Oh.
All right, so looks like we're moving into the next pick here, which should be pick 5.
Should be pick 5. Aggravated assault.
Yeah, it hasn't made it past the aggravated assault.
Is he already wanting to windmill slam that?
I think he's wanting to, but he's also looking at that authority.
Authority,
And,
oh.
wow, he slammed that down
Wow.
quick. He saw authority and said, "Nobody else is getting this.
Do you hate red players?
I think right now he's saying that he hates red players.
I take offense to that.
I don't think he cares.
That's even worse.
I think he wants those red cards to come in tapped.
Oh, he's already got Thalia, Authority of the Consoles.
Yeah.
What, my Lightning
They're
Bolt's going to cost 2 now?
They're
Is that what he
gonna come in
wants?
tapped upside down.
Well, I mean, if you're in the mono white deck, Selfless Spirit's a good one.
Selfless Spirit is a good one. There's
Oh, Fast
other-
Bond.
so Fast Bond has made it past 6 people.
Why? Why is Fast Bond?
And what about I see Thoughtseize. I see Bone Crusher Giant. He's looking at a Vesuvian Shapeshifter and a Kiora Best the Sea God.
This is a powered cube.
Okay, looks like he's going with Kiora Best the Sea God.
That's Fast Bond, people.
Yeah,
There's
just,
Eldrazi.
he just passed a Fast Bond.
These people
Which
live
is-
wild and free.
Hey, you know what? Maybe it's not fitting in the thought that he is wanting.
I get it, but to me that card's almost cuttable. Not almost cuttable. To me that card is cuttable.
Yeah.
Even if you're saying I'm not in this white-green Celestia shell, like, cool, you have a 7-drop. If someone turn 1's an Emrakul, what are you doing?
Right?
So you cut it just to be like, again, I don't have to worry about that combo piece. I've taken out Time Vault. I've now taken out Fast Bond.
You know, we discussed it earlier. The kitten bites.
It bites hard.
Yeah, look at this pack.
Wow. Well, knowing that he just took blue, I mean, he's not really controlled it, but that's a Miri Angel or
Or search
for his Kanta. Yeah.
You know, in this pack, I almost feel like the Emeria Angel with the landfall triggers and having that evasion might be the better pick.
There's 2 mana dorks.
But you know what he's doing right here? He's looking through this and he's going, I just passed Fast Bond. And
Yep.
there's all these mana dorks and a Tarmogoyf and an acidic slime that I'm staring at. And
I'm taking one of the dorks.
and a Huntmaster of the Fells. Things are getting really interesting right now in the Kitten Cube world.
Someone down the line is going to open this pack and be like, what are these dorks still doing here?
Yeah, I'm going to take one of them.
Is he counting right now to see what he's going to get back, if anything?
I think so.
I think he is.
Okay, so I think he's going to go with the Emeria Angel. So, I mean, the card does
It does, yeah.
it does work.
I'm more shocked that
You know what it does a lot of work with? Fast
Bond. I'm just more surprised that a Fast Bond and 2 dorks have made it past that many people.
Yeah.
And there's a Veil of Summer.
There's a Veil of Summer. There's a Eidolon of the Great Revel. There's red cards in here. There's colorless cards in here. Veil of Summer.
I will say this. Early signs is that Selesnya is open.
Early signs is Selesnya is open. Early signs is Boros is open.
Yes.
Early signs is Naya is open.
The Naya colors are open right now. So you're probably putting the people in front of you on some kind of blue-black strategy. Maybe they're splashing for a third color. But from what I'm seeing, you're putting those people in front of you on some kind of blue-black. I don't know what I take Veil of Summer.
Yeah, I think Veil of Summer is a good card to either cut or to at least just have.
Yeah.
I feel like it's probably the strongest card in the pack.
Yep, I agree with this.
It gives you a point of pivot if you feel that it's time for you to pivot.
Maybe he gets one of those dorks back. I'd be shocked, utterly shocked if a dork wheels. I mean, he might see a Tarmogoyf then. I'm not sure. But that prison, this is his pack, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, this is his
so Prison Realm.
Prison Realm. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have Nissa and Prison Realm wheeling,
yeah,
that's a sign. I mean,
yeah, both of those are signs. Either A, Selesnya is open, or B, nobody has taken any white cards. Croxa.
you people should be ashamed of yourself.
How did Croxa wheel on this table?
Probably because I'm not there.
Yeah, I think
Mystic Gate. I mean,
Mystic Gate.
Generous gift. That's just that's good removal.
It's very good removal. It gets rid of a lot of things.
I mean, it doesn't turn it into an elk, but it still works.
Yeah, Mystic Gate is going to be a fine card for him.
Yep.
It's mana fixing. It does maybe what he's looking to do if he does go with the blue.
Yeah.
I think by taking that card, he says, I want to play blue.
Yeah, and he's yep.
And he's got that Thrix pulled right up to the front. I think the Thrix is going to be the choice.
Yeah, Core's great in a bounce kind of tempo deck.
Yeah.
To where you can return an ETB creature to your hand and then play it again later to get that effect. But for what he's doing right now, that Thrix is a good pick. We'll see what happens. I'm interested in seeing if any of those dorks wheel.
There's Verge Rangers.
Verge Rangers, yeah. It's a
good Magic card.
The white version of Courser of Crewfix.
Yeah.
Again, white has that conditional text, and that's a Sarek.
Yeah, it's a Sarek and a Waterlogged Grove. So, taking the Waterlogged Grove, that's another interesting pick. Now he does have fixing for the green, but it doesn't look like the fast bond wheeled.
No, and there's no way that should have wheeled.
Somebody later on down the table from him took that and said, I'm going to break somebody with this.
Yeah, the person to his left.
Vesuvian Shapeshifter.
I mean, he's got that was a bone crusher giant.
It was, and it went all the way around.
Red is wide open. Whoever ends up in that deck's going to be...
and an Elvish Mystic wheeled all the way around. Jeez, oh Pete's. I guess mana fixing.
Now let's see what happens with that Elspeth Sun's champion.
Oh yeah, it looks like off in the distance there you can see.
You can see, yep.
You can see our de facto judge. He's probably gone down there to figure out what's going on, where it's at, and see what they can do to rectify.
And see what they're doing. Yeah. Yep, they're counting now.
Yep. Looks like they're counting cards. He's going to count to 14.
14.
Even though we've got 15 marked.
Yep. And now we did not see that Elspeth Sun's champion.
No, we did not.
Someone took that card.
Someone took it.
So he's not.
I would be willing to bet either the person to his left.
Yes.
Or the person to that person's left.
I
don't think it made it any further than that side of the table.
No. So unfortunately, if
and Yaoza's sitting in seat 1, so I think that card probably I would say wouldn't make it past seat 4.
No. And unfortunately for Yaoza, taking that card does skew one's draft into that color.
It does. It does, especially if it's that early. So let's say if the person in seat 3 took that card, and that would have been pick 4 for them,
Yes.
right? And say that card solidified them into a choice, into a lane. I think they should deserve to keep that card.
100%.
It
100%.
It wasn't their fault.
Nope, not at all.
They were picking a card that was in the pack, and I think even if the person sitting next to him, the beatdown, I think even if the beatdown were to take it, he should still get to keep it.
This is also a reason why you should always count your cards and make sure that you're receiving the correct amount and passing the correct amount.
Yes.
Mistakes happen, but if you have everybody double checking, this kind of stuff can be prevented.
It can be prevented, and it's very simple to do. I do it when I draft most of the time. Just count them out. 4-4-X.
Yep. So we're waiting on the...
So I think we're waiting on the ruling still on what's going to happen. So it looks like they're probably trying to figure out either A, where it went, B, what's going to happen, and C, how to fix it and how to make sure everybody's all right. So, and maybe the other players on that other side of the table in seats 5, 6, and 7 aren't completely done drafting yet.
That could be as well. I'm interested in seeing how this gets ruled. Me as a player, especially in this kind of environment, I'm a little more cutthroat than most people. I'd unfortunately would have to look at Yaoza and be like, hey, you messed up. You get what's left over. These guys may be nicer than that. You know?
Yeah. I think that, or maybe a random card, or
a random card pulled from his leftovers.
Or maybe, maybe they might even be very generous and give him, a full pack to pull one from.
That would be extremely generous. And if
That
I was
would be
Yaoza, I would
extremely
be
generous.
extremely grateful.
Yes. And if I was Yaoza, I would make sure I didn't do it again.
Right.
Mistakes happen, folks. Mistakes happen.
Yes, they do.
If I were here telling you that I didn't make any mistakes, I'd be lying through my teeth.
I've never made a mistake in my life.
Liar. I was told a long time ago that if you aren't making a mistake, you're not doing anything.
That's the truth. And you can see Sir Brew a lot. He's
getting pretty bored over there. So
Yep.
it looks like our de facto judge just took a walk. Maybe he's walking over to the remainder of the cube. It is a 720, or no, not a 720.
720.
Cube.
It's a 720.
Is the kitten?
Yep, 720.
Oh yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah, we have 3 720s
Yeah,
in this league. All 3 production teams.
and that
cubes.
is the card he picked.
Are you?
He just showed us a mock sapphire. They must have gave him 15 cards, and he
gets
ladies and gentlemen, he just got rewarded for making a very strong mistake. And I think we're going to be okay with that ruling.
Yeah.
That's what happened. That's what everybody else said was okay.
We'll go with it then.
Count your cards, ladies and gentlemen. Count your cards. So, looks like we're diving right into this pack. I see.
Oh man.
I see a lot of cards that are going to fit this deck right
for
now.
what? Yeah, for what he's already in.
Yeah, I mean, I think he just opened up. What seems to be.
This is actually bad for him.
Oh my goodness!
Never mind.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
That's a
not
Black
only
Lotus.
did he just take a Max Sapphire, he just took a Black Lotus, and it looked like he showed it to Sir Brew.
Yep, I got it, boys.
and then passed him the rest of it. Now, knowing that that everything else is in there is really going to put some other people on tilt. That was some bad signals that he
That was
just
some
sent.
real bad signals.
But I think I think he's pretty confident in that pick, and I don't blame him because I would have taken it too. Wow,
100%.
So there's Teferi.
Yep.
Teferi, Master of Time. That looks like it's going to be the pick for this one. He's going to play it on turn 2.
On turn 2? Sure, let's go.
Looks like we got a cast out. There's a great Selesnya card he just passed. There's a Selesnya land.
That's taking cast out.
Going with the cast out. I think cast out's a fine card.
I would have taken Is a Signet, actually.
Would you?
Yes. It's another source of ramp. It's a blue
gives
source.
You that blue source of ramp, yeah.
Again, it's what you prioritize. You know, I prioritize that fixing and
I think
those signets.
The Lava Brink Adventurer was in there too.
He's
a
another
pretty
fine
good
card.
Let's see what other goodies he can.
Well,
fall
I mean,
right
you have
into.
a Mox Sapphire and a Black Lotus. You know.
Yeah, you can literally start the game with 5 mana.
Imagine if you had taken Fast Bond.
And take no damage from Fast Bond. Sorengrim Nemesis, A Day of Judgment. Day of Judgment's pretty strong right now. There's a Kyros Follower.
And a Sinkhole.
So I don't think that he...
Sinkhole.
I don't think that he looked at the Kyros Follower and knew exactly what was going on with it. You realize he's got a
I know
time
it.
vault.
Listen, I like destroying lands. It's personal.
I like to destroy lands too. But...
The correct pick probably would be Kior's Follower.
Considering he's got a...
Time Vault.
And... I don't know that I would pick it.
Really?
Yeah.
You'd go with Sinkhole too?
I think for me...
Double black and a white blue deck?
I'd go either Sinkhole or Sorin.
Yeah, Sorin. I can see that as well.
Sorin's one of those planeswalkers that will take over the game if left unchecked.
And you see that he's now got his stack that he's drafting off to the side that forces him to put it there. He made an adjustment.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I wonder if the table crew told him to do that.
I still think I'm sitting there thinking. I think Sorin is a great card, but man, Kiora with Time Vault.
Yeah, Kyora's Follower
You
with
can-
Time Vault. It wasn't Kyora, the Behemoth Caller.
No. It's one that you can untap a permanent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyora's Follower, Simic. I think it's a 1/1. Might be a 2/2.
Yeah.
And tap it, untap, target permanent. So what do we got in this pack?
Mind Grind. Oh, good night.
And a
Mana Tithe.
Oh, how hot would it be for somebody to have a mind grind and see that you got one white untapped, and they tap all the way out. Gotcha.
So, as someone who hates mill strategies in Limited,
And who has put mill strategies back in their cube and limited
yes,
because
Yes.
they realize they're viable.
they're viable.
They're annoying as all get out. Don't get me
Yes.
wrong, ladies and gentlemen. If you're going to be that player, kudos to you.
Kudos.
Your opponent will hate you.
Yes.
But I like mill strategies too, so.
Right. I'm
And
cutting Mind Grind.
And I'm okay with my loss of friends.
You know, as long
over
as you
playing
recognize you're going to lose friends and you're okay with it, you be that mill player, sir.
I am.
You be okay with it.
You are too.
You do you, boo. You do you.
No,
That's what the kids say nowadays, isn't it?
I think so.
I'm old. I don't know.
So he's got some choices here to make. It looks like he's got a Felidar Guardian. He's got the Mana Tithe.
Yeah, I'd cut the
He's got a
Mind Grind.
Mind Grind, a Vapor Snag, a Phyrexian Arena.
Well, I mean, actually, he could play Mind Grind. He's already got Sorin. He could go
Yeah.
Esper, find some mana fixing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Find some mana fixing, like a Mox Sapphire and a
Black Lotus.
Black
I'm
Lotus.
talking, you know,
I know, you're talking more permanent mana
yes.
fixing.
Granted, you could use a Black Lotus one time to put the black pips in if you need to. So,
Yeah.
let's see what he takes here. He's going back and forth between Mana Tithe and Mind Grind.
So he's going to go with the Mana Tithe.
Mana Tithe, okay.
Which I agree with that card. Mana Tithe is a good gotcha card. In this format, it's really good.
Wait, hold on. There's an Embercleave.
There is an Embercleave. We are
6 cards in.
We're 6 cards in. So
And a Rampaging Ferocidon. And a Goblin Chain. Is that a Crater Maker or a Chain Whirler?
Is that a Thunderbreak Regent too?
Yes. Are you guys trying to give me a heart attack?
Red is completely open right now, isn't it? Is there anybody in red?
If that's a Goblin Chain Whirler, is that... I can't see. Please go to the back card. I want to... Well, I mean, you're... Yes.
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 You take the Embercleave.
Yes.
Good boy.
Thank you, Yaoza.
Good boy, Yaoza. Entreat the Angels is always fun. Dragon Lord Ojutai.
Wow, and a Reflector Mage.
Reflector Mage? Entreat the Angels. All right. Entreat the Angels is a fine card.
That's fine.
It's
For what he's doing, that's
strong.
perfectly fine. There's an Embercleave 6 picks in. I'm just going to let that sit there for a minute.
I just saw Mana Barbs. There's
Wow. Figure
of Destiny,
and a Mana Barbs.
and a Mana Barbs, and a Pithing Needle,
And a Skull Clamp.
and a Skull Clamp.
Oh,
Lignify.
my head hurts. My head now hurts.
I think some people in this draft are going to get the kitten. That
You've all given me a migraine.
kitten's going to get feisty here in a little bit. It's going to start biting people. You're going to get kitten scratch fever.
I'm going to see Taylor Swift Spear next. Or Soulscar Mage.
I think Soulscar Mage was a couple of packs earlier.
Oh. Ed, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. I'm flabbergasted.
Yeah, I think we're all at a little bit of loss of words here for the moment. Can we take a moment of silence for all of these crazy cards that aren't getting picked?
Yes, let's
in this
do
cube? All right, looks like he's going with the figure here. He's going to go with the figure 8. Figure of Destiny, folks.
that. So is he having thoughts of pivoting?
I don't know
This
that
late?
I don't know that. Fairy's Protection is a fine magic card.
What's that still doing in here?
There's a Ojutai.
There's a Hazoret. Oh my!
And there's a Hazoret. All right, ladies and gentlemen, somebody
Just passed the undefeated deck around the table.
somebody has passed the undefeated deck around the table.
Laval is a fine magic card, though. But I'm taking Teferi's Protection. That card is... I mean, for what he's trying to do, yeah, you take Teferi's Protection. And then cry because you recognize that Mono Red's now wide open and you should have been in it. Yes. I will shed a tear with you, Yaoza.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think at that point he is. He's going to take Ojutai's command.
Okay.
He didn't seem happy about that as he passed that.
No, I think...
Wow. So there's a mom and pop. He's going to take Loxodon and Warhammer. I saw mom and dad. I saw... What else did you see?
Chandra.
Yeah.
Yep, and then also the... I'm going to be honest, I looked away when I saw Mom and Pop.
Yeah. I saw a Dracuseth.
And a Dracuseth. Wow.
And being able to make 5 mana on
Well, I'll say
turn
this.
1.
If someone even recognizes that red's open right now, they still have a really good deck.
Yeah, they sure do. My guess it's going to be the guy sitting right across from him. But maybe not.
Maybe not. Deranged Hermit. Man,
There's a Deranged Hermit. There's a Crucible of Worlds.
Yeah, that's a...
Didn't we see that Crucible go around once?
Yeah, yes. I guess no one is in the Ren and 6 Land Destruction deck. And that Kiora's follower.
Oh, wow.
And a Reckless Waif.
Yeah. So it looks like he's going...
Yaoza, you take it.
He's looking at it and he's going, I should have read this card earlier.
Yeah, you take it. The fact that it made it back to you, that's a Yaoza moment.
Yes.
Yaoza, a rekindling Phoenix.
He's going to cut the Phoenix, I'm sure. The Phoenix is so hard to deal with. In limited,
It's
he's really thinking about that Phyrexian Arena, but the rekindling Phoenix, that was the pick.
a rampaging Ferocidon
And a blighted angel.
and a yeah.
So that was pack 2. Pack 2 was a little crazy. Can we say how crazy that was? There was so much red in there.
There was a lot of red in that pack, and you could see the hesitation on Yaoza when he saw Embercleave.
Mm-hmm.
He went, "Wow, red is wide open."
Yeah, he really did. He said, red is wide open, and I have to cut this card or lose to it.
I don't know if he needed to cut it, actually. If it made it that far, I don't know if anyone's in the red deck.
Yeah, if it made it that far, you're right.
I at that point, I'm like, okay, well, if it made it to me 6 picks in, I don't know if I need to cut it. I mean, granted, I don't fault him for doing it. That card is powerful. If you've ever played with it or against it, it ends games.
Yep.
On the spot.
Yep.
You're just dead. I can't blame him, but I like what I see so far from his draft.
I like it too. I like seeing that he has cut certain cards, like the rekindling Phoenix. I do think that that card being that late in the pack's not necessarily a cut, but it's a card that, like we said, red seems to be still going around.
Because he's white, blue, X. I don't know if X is splashing for Sorin, or for rekindling Phoenix, or is he going to go Bant for that Kior's follower? He has Deranged Hermit. He's white, blue, X, and he's left himself open in pack 3 to kind of determine where he wants to go. For me, like, the possibility of Kior's follower with Time Vault, that's probably where I try to be.
I think I'm right there with you. I think that's a strong enough path to take. Plus, he's got some other things he can fall back on, like a blighted agent. You can suit that up with a Loxodon Warhammer.
Let's go.
Say, get him dead really quick.
Why deal 20 damage when you can deal 10?
You're absolutely right. In fact. All right, so it looks like we're going to be counting cards right now to make sure that we've got them all there. It's a smart thing to do.
It's a very smart thing to do.
Let's get into pack 3, ladies and gentlemen. So there's an Arena Rector, a Frost Titan, a Once Upon a Time.
Wow.
Once Upon a Time. Sublime Epiphany, Treachery. Is that a Kiki Jiki? That is a Kiki Jiki.
Just move Treachery to the front and look at the rest of the pack.
Yeah. There's Isolated Chapel, Taiga, Burmaz, Neheb. Yeah, I think Treachery is going to have to be the pick. That's what I would take.
Yeah, I'd take Treachery.
I think the Arena Rector is cute for him, but he's only got a couple of Planeswalkers. Well, one Planeswalker.
One, yeah. Yep, Treachery, great.
Yep.
That's almost as good as a bribery. Not quite, but still.
Looks like he gets past a Karn on the top,
that top.
A Crested Sunmare.
That's a Stone Rain.
Stone Rain, Strip Mine, Armageddon.
Is this just my pack?
There was a Crucible of Worlds that went by earlier.
I know. All I need is a Lord Windgrace or an Omnath or a Golos.
So it looks like he's going with the Karn on this one. Karn's a pretty solid pick.
It's a solid pick, but man, the ability to scry and to filter through your deck with top is...
Yeah, since it is Divining Top, if you've never played with Divining Top, there's a reason it's banned in Legacy.
It is so good.
But it's also banned in Legacy because people took literally 2 hours to play one match. And then they put time restrictions on. and then people took 50 minutes to play one match and weren't all the way through because they were playing top and didn't understand how to play top. Top is not that it's not that hard of a card to play.
No. And it's just a great way to filter through your deck. I mean, I can't fault the Karn pick because it's the powerful card. For me in a cube setting, there's going to be plenty of powerful cards. The effects like top, any of those kind of effects, Search for Escanta, anything that can help me filter or cycle through my deck quicker to get to my bombs, that's where I want to be.
Yeah, or to get to the land drops that you need.
Or find my land drops, whatever it is you need.
Or to just rearrange those things on top. It looks like Sir Brulette had to change his mind on the pick there. Well, wow, he's
in the tank.
He's working this one real hard. He is in the tank. Let's.
All right, he made his pick.
All right, let's see what he passes. Yaoza is gonna grab it sometime soon. There we go.
There's the hand. Oh, well.
Well, there's a Consecrated Sphinx right there.
That's a great start to the pack.
There. Ooh, Urza.
Yeah. Wow, okay. That's
right,
tough.
So turn 1, Urza. Turn 2, Consecrated Sphinx.
I'm
kidding.
Wow,
I'm kidding. Student of Warfare. Chandra, Torture, Defiance.
Red is so open. It is.
He takes the Chandra, Torture, Defiance here.
I mean, it's a.
Do you think he's going to pivot into red? I mean, he watched a lot of red things go by. So if he does stick in red, he's going to be in red a little.
As a splash, I would say a Jeskai. I mean, honestly, he could have had a great Boros deck. Like a really good.
Like a Pakago?
Yeah, like a really good Boros deck.
Yeah.
I think he could pivot into. There's a Wrenn and 6. There's my Wrenn and 6. The land destruction deck was there.
There's Monastery Swift.
I'm done. I'm done.
Thieving Skydiver is what he takes.
I'm done. That was a Taylor Swift sphere.
Stormkirk Noble, Resplendent Angel, Sundering Titan. With him passing up those red cards, I think he's definitely...
the Chandra was a cut, I believe, at this point.
Yeah, I believe it was a cut. Mirror Entity.
What's that card still? A land tax? I don't even know what's going on right now. Land tax is, yeah, you take land tax.
I think land tax has got to be the pick.
The card literally says, fix your mana, have no worries about it.
Yeah.
And just draw gas.
Yeah. So I do think that land tax is definitely the way.
Yeah, you 100% take that card. There was, as far as power level goes, and even if it's your deck, is that a Badlands?
That's a Badlands.
Okay.
And a Man of War.
Lightning.
Zergo.
Tanglewire. Are you kidding me?
Tanglewire.
There's
a pick 6, pack 3 Tanglewire.
You take Tanglewire.
Yeah, I think you take Tanglewire here.
I mean, I get maybe the familiarity of Spell Queller.
Yeah.
But man, when you play with Tanglewire, it
stops.
That card's so good.
All right, so he's going to take Spell Queller here. So Spell Queller's going to fit his deck. The Tanglewire just has that ability to tap everything down and keep your opponent out of the game. Got a Flicker Wisp.
I'm a fan of Warlord Rogue, but...
What?
A smoked...
So there's
A smokestack and a tangle wire.
a smokestack and a tangle wire. Well, at least he took the smokestack.
At least you took the smokestack, yeah. The wow.
I mean, smokestack is a great card. So you get to watch people sacrifice their entire board state in intervals of one, while you get to do it in like an interval of a half.
A half, yeah. That. Yeah, so we've seen the mono red deck.
Yes. We've seen a land destruction deck.
We've seen the land destruction deck.
Yeah, I saw black-white land construction along with, actually not black-white, 4-color,
Yeah.
along with Wrenn and 6, and Strip Mine, and Crucible of Worlds. Because nothing says have fun
A
with
lightning
mana.
helix, Legion war boss. Listen, I'm a fan of Sakashima student. I want to know who's in the red deck.
So
I don't fault this pick at all.
Sakashima Student is great for this pack,
Yeah,
or for this deck.
with what Corey's wanting to do, yes. I wonder if there's a little bit of what we call buyer's remorse with Corey, recognizing that red, and
Yeah, I think Yaoza trying to make sure that he's seeing the red in the packs, and he's probably wondering the same thing about the rest of the table. What's going on?
what's going on. I mean, that's a flame slash.
Yeah, there was a flame slash. There was other good red cards in there too. Kiki Jiki was still
Jiki.
running around in there. Kiki Jiki was still running around in there. We'll say it again.
Kiki Jiki.
Stone Rain still running around. Armageddon.
Armageddon.
I can't believe Geddon's still running around. I think I would take Geddon.
Yaoza could have ended up in a Boros aggro deck with Armageddon as his finisher.
Yeah, and Crucible of Worlds. Could have. Would have. Didn't.
Because
But it's okay.
Armageddon is a mono white or a Boros aggro finisher. It says I'm gonna get my 1/2/3 drop out. I play Armageddon on 4. Good game.
Yep. Looks like right now he's trying to figure out what he wants to do here.
I mean, he took the isolated chapel, so I'm assuming he's going for the black splash of Sorin.
Yeah, I mean that is a possibility. Plus he's got land tax, so that helps him out a little bit there too.
Although I would argue Chandra's the more powerful planeswalker, but I don't know if that double red pip is what's scaring him.
Yeah, Luminous Broodmoth's going to be the pick, which is a fine magic card. Look at all of this. Zerta the Dawnwaker, Chaos Warp, Colligan. Ladies and gentlemen, you have witnessed Corey Yaoza pick some fantastic cards. And you've also witnessed the rest of the table just not. I don't know. It's hard to say, not seeing the rest of everything that they've got, but seeing all these red cards still continue to float around, seeing
That was
Kaya, Orzhov, or Super sticking around. I think
that's a Zergo.
it's a Zergo and an Elk. Yeah, take the Zergo. I think now needs to be the choice of, do I go for the black or do I go for the red? And if I was building this deck, I think I go for the red.
100%. I go Jeskai. I mean, and you saw the hesitation, the sense of realization in Pack 2 where he went, that's an Embercleave.
Mm-hmm.
And he
And then he saw a flood of red right after.
and flood of
that.
red, and you know he was questioning himself with that
Yep.
with that 6 pick in Pack 2 of
Yep.
an Embercleave going.
And there's a
Is it
Quartz
too
Flood
late?
Crasher as the final pick. So that's what we have as Pack 3. We'll see what kind of deck he puts together.
I mean, it's obviously, like we said, it's a blue-white X deck. It's not a control deck. It may have a little bit of tempo elements with, like, the Spell Queller. That's Thieving Skydiver. That's a great card in a powered cube. You can come
Yeah.
down on turn 3. You kick it for 1. You can take a Mox.
Right?
You know, You got Treachery,
We saw Lightning Greaves. In there.
Lightning Greaves, yeah.
Somebody's got Lightning Greaves. He could take Lightning Greaves with it.
I mean, there's plenty of hits for that Sakashima student. It's great, especially with all the big bombs that go around in a draft.
Yeah.
I think he has some kind of, it's a blue-white aggro deck or mid-range deck with some tempo elements.
Yeah, I can see that.
I call it mid-range with a little bit of a slant toward aggro. That's where I would go with this currently.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's like a full-on mid-grow deck.
No. It has somewhat of an aggro slant toward it.
Yeah.
So we'll see where he ends up, if he goes Jeskai, if he goes Esper, if he just goes blue-white.